Welcome to Appysmarts Discover, where we present the best and the coolest toys, games, and educational products. Our guest today is Jonathan Bobrow from Move 38, and we will talk about Blink's game. Hello, Jonathan, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Dorada. So glad to be here, and thanks for having me.
Could you tell us what's the Blink game system about and who is it for?
Yeah, of course. So the Blinks game system actually came out of my research at MIT. And by design, I feel that both adults and children should be able to enjoy learning by play. And so actually designed with adults in mind. However, kids just love them so much that we've found that they're a really great thing to not give your children, but to do together with your children.
But can you tell us exactly what is it? Is it a board game, a computer game?
Yeah, so Blinks is the world's first smart tabletop game system, which means that each Blink is an intelligent game piece, and that game piece can play an infinite amount of games. The game pieces also know a single game, so if you look at this one, the game Puzzle 101, and it can teach all the other Blinks how to play that game. And so as a game system, we're going to be releasing more games for Blinks.
Can you show us how to play Blinks? Because we saw just a small piece and would like to see how to play.
Yeah, show you. So here, I'm going to switch to camera number 2. And so I've already got my Blinks laid out. By tapping one, I can wake them all up. And as I mentioned, each one of these has a different game on them. And the game we're going to be playing is a game called Dark Ball. And so it comes in the Blinks game system. And it's kind of like Pong in that the way you play is there's a, let me show you up on the camera. So there's, let me see. There's a dark ball trapped inside the end piece. And when I press, it sends that ball out. And so the role of the other player is to make sure that they hit at just timing to send the ball back. So let's see. This is pretty tough as a one player. Okay, here we go. The better your timing, faster the ball goes.
I see.
And each time you miss, you take a little bit of damage. And so this game was actually designed to help improve your timing. But the cool thing that I love so much about Dark Ball is I'm showing you a very simple version of a 2-player game here. But if you want to play with 3 players, you simply arrange the Dark Ball like so. And now you can be playing a version of this game. You can play with a group of 3 or as many players as you want. And if you're looking to play alone, you can also just create a loop. So I'll set these aside. And I can just, let's see, here we go. So I can create a loop like, and then I can play versus myself. And so that's one game on the game system, but I'd like to show you another game because some are reaction-based and really fast-paced, but other games are slow and thoughtful, and others are like puzzles. So I'm going to load up a game that is my mom's favorite. It's called Puzzle 101. I'm going to share that. And so 101, we only need 6 Blinks. And so Puzzle 101 is ready to teach its neighbors how to play that game. And so it's each of the other Blinks. And it's teaching them, it's actually reprogramming the Blinks to play a new game. And so every time you want to play, you can just grab the one you want and let it teach the others how to play. I find this to be really fun to share with friends, and just the process of load, I feel like gets a lot of people's mouths to drop. So in Puzzle 101, we have pieces like so, and you'll notice that the middle piece is sparkling all different colors.
It's pretty
And
visible.
when
You don't have to lift it.
Oh, perfect. So you can see all of the, you can see the centerpiece is it's computing a puzzle. And when you double click it, it spreads that puzzle. And the way to solve this puzzle is that the yellow pieces, those sides, can only touch yellow sides. The red sides can only touch red sides, and the blue sides can only touch blue. And some of those are really easy, and some of them are really tough. It's kind of like a Rubik's Cube. And so I'm going to try and solve this one on the spot. I don't think I got an easy, which is cool. I can show how good I am at solving. So the yellows I'm going to get together first. And then, okay, the reds and the blues. And there we go. So when you have it perfectly solved, all of the pieces flashed like that. And then you know you've solved the puzzle correctly. And then you can make another puzzle just by double clicking. And let's see how quickly I can solve this one. Okay, feeling pretty good about this. All right, cool. And each time it's a different puzzle, it'll generate hundreds of thousands of puzzles. You'll never play the same puzzle twice. And each one a formation where they all have to connect. And it's kind of like a tangram in that way. I think that's why so many people love it, is you can play by yourself, or with links you can load Puzzle 101 onto 2 sets, and then you can race and compete. That's what my partner and I love doing, is we like to see who can solve their puzzle faster.
I understand. And you told us that they are in sets. So how many sets? They are sold in sets. So how many sets are there, and how many hexagons you've got in one set?
Great question. So the current sets are 6 blinks and 6 games, and they come in a little sushi roll on the go. 2021, the new Blinks game system is going to be released, and it comes with 9 blinks and 9 games. And then you can get game packs to select some game packs that have more puzzle-like games or more strategic games. Or if you like action games, you can get the Ultimate Action Pack, and those game packs are in sets of 3. So that way you start with 9, and then you can increase by getting 3 new games at a time.
I see. And can you tell us how much does it cost? The one set, how much does it cost?
Yeah, so Blinks games are $20, but in sets, the core set ships for $99, and the new Blinks game system with games is $139. So you get the games for a little less than $15 each.
And where we can buy it?
You can buy the Blinks game system on move38.com, and that's the best place to find them. We also have them available for retail. You can find them in some stores like Uncommon Goods and Amazon.com.
I see. And when you buy one set, you've got a set of 6 hexagons. Have you got just 6 games, or you can have more? You can extend your set. How to do it?
Yeah, great question. So when you have 6 blinks, you have 6 games with you, because each one knows a game. However, your blinks can be used with your friends' blinks to play the games they have. So your blinks are able to play a number of games, but right now, a single blink knows a single game. Some of the blinks coming out also know a couple games, and down the road, you might see a blink that allows you to load lots of games onto all of your blinks.
I know that blinks are open source, so everyone can make his or her game, or how to do it.
So Blinks is an open source hardware, and that means that anybody can make their own games for Blinks. In fact, there's an incredible community of game designers and developers, over 100 at this point, making their own games for Blinks. And more than half of the games that we've shipped have been designed from people just like you in the game community.
I see. Where
And
can you learn? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
oh,
Would you like to say something else?
yeah, one more note. So Blinks are based on Arduino, a widely accessible open source programming. And so you can get up and running making your own games in a single day. In fact, some of our best games were made at game jams 12 to 48 hours. So it's very easy to code for.
I see. Can you tell us where else we can find and learn more about Blinks?
Of course. The best place to follow Blinks is on move38.com. We also love hearing from you on social media at move38inc. And that can reach us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. And we also have a YouTube channel where every single Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we live stream gameplay so you can learn how to use your Blinks and play them in new ways.
And the last question, what was the inspiration for creating Blinks?
So I've been a game player my whole life. Growing up, I played board games with my grandparents like chess, but I also enjoy with my friends and playing games. And yeah, so I love games. The inspiration for Blinks actually came from my friends that I was surrounded by. I was doing research at MIT and had created these little hexagonal tiles that communicate with each other. And somebody asked me, a game designer, if they could make a game for the cool little tiles that I was building. And I said, sure, try it out. Maybe we'll hang out for 3 hours and try and make something. And we got together, and in that 3-hour game jam session, we made a fracture, which went on to become an international game festival finalist at Indiecade.
I see. Thank you. And you established a company. How many people work in your company? How many people work designing new games in your company, not in the developers community?
Yeah, great question. So Move38 is a young company. We've been around for 4 years and 6 employees for the Move38. There's over 600 developers in the developer community, but at Move38 we have 1 lead game designer, and the whole team likes to work on games, but we're more of our effort is dedicated to helping others.
Have Blinks received any awards so far?
Yeah, in fact, Blinks received some really wonderful ones. We've also been finalists in others, so South by Southwest Interaction Innovation, Core 77, which is a wonderful design blog. And over the years, we've received some really great acts. This year alone, we were listed as the best tabletop game from Esquire magazine.
Right.
We're in the top 10 gaming gifts from LA Times. PC Click featured us in their on their TV channel.
Thank you, Jonathan, for talking with us. It was really great to learn about Blinks. And if you have product or a game you would like to share it with us, would be really happy to, if you contact with us, write to us on Facebook or email us. It will be great to talk to you. Jonathan, thank you again. I hope we'll meet another time for more games, and see you soon.
Thanks, Dorada. So nice to chat with you too. Happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you.